What's up, everybody? Welcome back to more JoshL5. We are now on level 36, titled Year of the McCallahan. And judging from what I can see here, this looks like quite a level. Let's take a look around. I'm assuming we can collect that and that nothing bad will happen from it. I don't really want to do anything else until I've really explored. Oh, that's moving around. Okay. And we got a room here filled with various things. Blocks, another Sokoban. Oh, wow. I hope this is not like that Sokoban that took us like 20 minutes. Well, let's just work our way through this. I think this is pretty simple, though. All we need to do is just... Yeah, this is not hard. So, yeah, this level has 999 seconds, and it looks like it has a lot to do, so I'm thinking this will probably take up quite a bit of the video. We've also got some bombs to explode. I'm just going to go ahead and just blow these up. I don't care. Also, Josh seems to... I think I mentioned this in a previous video, but it seems like in this set, Josh has been doing a lot of that whole... Yeah, like right here, putting monsters on things that would normally kill them, and then when they move, then they'll die kind of thing going on. Oh, except on this one, those are basically acting walls. Yeah, I've been noticing a lot of that here. Oh yeah, and here's like those are stuck, you know. I guess that one could have fire underneath it, but it's alright. Wait a minute, did those... No, they... Okay. For a second there, I thought they just moved back, but to their original position, but I guess not. Maybe I've just miscalculated what they were originally. I don't know. Okay, so this... What do we need to do with this? We need to take this block somewhere. Oh wait, here we go. Okay, so we need to go there. Is that what we need to take the blocks to? Because I don't see anything else to do. Well, there is that, but I don't think that bomb... Yeah, I mean, we can do all we can do here right now without using another block. And there's nothing over here to be done. Nothing in this room to be done either. So yeah, I'm going to have to assume that we take those two blocks there. I'm just kind of taking my time just because I know we have 999 seconds, and I'm hoping that this level doesn't take that amount of time to actually solve, which I don't think it will. But you never know, you gotta be on your feet. Expect the unexpected, as they say. Oh wait, was I not supposed to open that? Oh. I wonder if there was a red key under that. I bet there was. Let's try that again. I'm gonna go ahead and just do this first, just because this is pretty easy. I mean, we just have to push these into the buttons. It looks like they're eventually supposed to go up there to those bombs, so I'll have to keep that in mind for later. The question is, how do we get over there? Because that ball is blocking our way. That's gonna be quite an interesting conundrum to work with. I don't really know... Well... Another mystery for another time, I suppose. In the meantime, let's blow up stuff. I like the random force floors there at the bottom. That's kind of cool. I know I keep saying I like the random insert name of thing here, but I really do mean that. Like, I love it when designers do that. They just put random stuff in there, but it's, you know, very... Oh. Oh, we're supposed to get this to cycle. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Okay, is there a red key around here? Yellow key. Okay, that's good. Anyway, what I was trying to say was that I like it when designers are very calculated about how the random stuff is placed, and as a result, it works. Like I said in the past, CC1 did a really good job of that. The question, though, is where is there a yellow door that we can get to? Because right now I'm not seeing... Oh yeah, right up here, right? No? Yeah, I'm not seeing a yellow door. Help? There's nothing here, right? Yeah, what am I supposed to do? There's no yellow door up here. That's weird. Okay. Well, I don't really know. I mean, this seems to be insurmountable. I'm just trying to think of anything else that we did wrong. I don't really see any other options here. I mean, there's no way to do this with only 2 blocks, right? I mean, not that I can see. And we do have to go over here to get the blue key, so that's required. I mean, we can't bring this block into this room because this whole thing's blocked up. Oh wait, we can use this block for something, right? Now the question is what? Because if we open that red door up there, we can't open this one. So what would we use this for? Do we have to partial post this? I mean, I don't see any other options here but to do that. Oh! Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think I see what I'm supposed to do. I bet, hang on. I bet what I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to take the 2 blocks that are in the Sokoban room over here. Let's just try this out. I don't know if this is right or not, but let's just try this out. And then eventually we carry the 2 other blocks. Well, I guess we can only take one of the Sokoban blocks in here, and then we can just leave one, come back for it later, and then we can just bring the other block from the room up there down here. Yeah, I think that'll work, right? Hopefully. Let's try it out. And I was trying to be clever there and save time, but that I think that kind of backfired. Okay, I'm going to have to wait. Okay, that's kind of clever. I liked that. It was kind of a trap, but thankfully it's early in the level, which is not too bad. Okay, so now we got across. We can go over here. There's nothing under that. Something tells me that wasn't a good idea. And now I'm trapped. Yeah, maybe that wasn't such a good idea. Okay, so lesson learned. Don't do that. Alright, so let's think this through. Let's just go through here first. We know what we've got at our disposal. The question is, what order do we have to open the doors? I mean, if we open each red door, there doesn't seem to be another red key that we can instantly get to. I mean, there doesn't seem to be anything under blocks either, so that's kind of out. The question, though, is... See, I have to use the red door there in order to open up the path for the fireball. I mean, there's no other way that can work, right? But in order to do that, I'd be blocking off the path toward here, where I would take in the blocks, unless there's just some really clever way to use these buttons to kill those tanks, but it doesn't seem like it. So, what options does that leave us? Because I don't really see much that we can do. I mean, there's really no other ways out of here, right? Unless we were supposed to use the blue key in this... What does that do, though? Hang on a sec. So we can use the blue key here. But what exactly are we opening up? I mean, we can access that, like, normally, right? And the problem is that if I were to access it before using the fireball and the blue button, it doesn't really do any good because I then have to press the blue button down there before I got up. Yeah, I don't really see what the point of that is. But this could be important. I bet maybe the key is to open that blue door first. I mean, I didn't think about opening an alternate blue door, mainly because I forgot they were even there in the first place, but maybe that's the key to this whole thing. The thing, though, is what kind of access am I being granted by virtue of opening another blue door? That's not this one. That's right there. I mean, I guess we can see. I mean, that one... See, the thing is, am I supposed to use these blocks here on these bombs and then bring in blocks from the other area for the buttons? Is that it? Because that seems rather odd. I don't know. Let me try this. Okay, what am I doing by getting that? Well, I can get to the bombs. Okay, let's do the bombs first. I feel like this is kind of a little bit too trial and error based, but I'm hoping that once we get this initial sequence figured out, then the rest of the level will just fall into place. There we go. I did not say unravel like a sweater. I said fall into place this time. I'm mixing it up a little bit. Because honestly, this whole room just feels odd. Like it feels a little bit too easy. I'm really enjoying how this level has all these barriers that you can't really get past. But I'm guessing that they will be opened up as things progress. So what good did that do? Because I don't really think that did anything for us. Did it? Yeah. That really didn't help us, did it? Okay, so that didn't do any good. I'm still wondering about the significance of this. Like, what is up with this whole... I'm assuming this is the same as what we saw down there, right? I mean, this... Yeah, at least I think it is. I'm assuming there's only one of those areas. Like, that's not an alternate one that you can get to only from here, right? This is bothering me. I don't know. This whole room just feels off. What is the purpose of opening that up? I don't understand what the purpose of opening that up even is. Okay, let's try this again. I'm sure Josh is just totally laughing at me right now, just wondering what in the world I'm doing. And I can't figure this out. But I will put a disclaimer on this video. I'm recording this at 1:30 in the morning, so this may not have been necessarily the best time to do this. And yeah, that does appear to be the area that we need to go. Okay, wait a second. Yeah, that's covering that up. So, I don't get it. This whole area just doesn't seem to add up. I mean, these walkers don't seem to serve any purpose other than to block the way. This, I don't get at all. I'm just still wondering if there are uses for these blocks that I haven't really seen yet. That's what I'm wondering. And it doesn't seem like I can use this to, like, wedge a block in there where I'm standing right now, so that the tank can just be blocked up, like, and I can get over there without having to use the fireball. But the thing is, oops, I didn't mean to do that. The thing is that if I were to use the fireball and use the block, then I would free the fireball, and the whole thing would be a moot point to begin with. So I'm overthinking this, aren't I? I mean, I'm just overthinking this. And what is the point of those force floors? Like, seriously, what is up with that? I don't understand that. Okay, so let's just go through our options. This leads to a yellow key, which will lead to nowhere. And the suction boots don't really seem to... Oh, wait a minute. They do lead somewhere. Oh. Okay, well, let's do this then. Let's use the suction boots. I mean, we don't really have much else to lose at this point, because I have not found any other answers to anything here. And that just leads there. Okay. So this can go directly in here. Oh, what do you know? But that doesn't really help us much because... Or wait a minute, no it does, because we can totally bring those blocks... Yeah, okay, hang on a sec, we can totally do this. We can totally do this. Let's do this. Let's build a bridge, and let's see if we can access more stuff just by virtue of... Wait a minute, though. Yellow doors behind there, right? And the yellow key is behind those bombs. Ooh. So... Well, the problem is if I use the blocks and the bombs, I can't use them here. This is a really strange level, I gotta admit. Okay, so let's fill that up. Thing is, I don't really know if Josh really understood just all the possible, ways you could go about trying things out in this first section. And that's kind of what concerns me about this. It's just, there's just so many options and so many ways to mess this up. I'm assuming that once the level is, or the initial part of the level is uncovered, that the rest of it is pretty much just a process of opening everything up. At least I'm hoping that's the case. Okay, am I to assume that that bug is supposed to be used on the bomb here? I'm going to assume the answer is yes. Okay. So... What am I supposed to use the block for, though? That area looks cool. Am I supposed to move it up there? But how do I do that? Okay, let's just take care of this first. That looked awesome. I love how the balls just all died right there. That was just so cool. Okay, concussion rule prevents that from... I'm wondering if these little strips of elemental tiles are meant to mean something. I don't know, it just seems rather odd. Oh wait, I need to use this to get to the chip over there. I bet that's what this is used for, right? Makes sense. Okay. Now that we got that out of the way, we can get this. I'm gonna assume that this block is ultimately used for the fire boot trap there. Okay, where does this go? This goes up here. Okay, we can uncover, or not. Okay, that's a thin wall. I thought that was gonna lead to something awesome, but apparently not. Oops. Okay, so we got 2 blue keys. That is very good news, because there is a lot of blue doors to be opened in this level, so we need to figure something out. Okay, so when we come back here, it looks like we can just not worry about the force floors, right? Right, I'm going to assume that that's correct. Okay, so we got 2 blue keys, right? And if I am remembering correctly, we got 2 blue doors that we can open up. There's still that matter up there to be solved. But I think we got this, though, right? Because we can just open up the... We've already got 1 red door open up, so I think we figured this out. I think we got the opening section all done, pretty much. So I'm just going to put this up here. And then... Okay. I'll have to bring that other block from the fireball area, right? I don't know if opening that's a trap. That's what I'm worried about. So I'm not going to open that. I'm not going to open that. See, this I do have to open, because I have to bring the block around. So I'm going to just... I'm going to pretend like that blue door is not even there. I'm going to try that. Hopefully that's a good move. And in the meantime, I can just deal with our fireball friend here. And yes, I guess I accidentally referenced another Josh level, fireball friend. Okay. Careful not to die. I'm just gonna, yeah, there we go. Okay, thankfully we got room to maneuver this. And we can just put it up here. Oh, wait, no, we gotta blow that up. Oh, right. Well, there's 2 blocks over there. I don't know what they're used for, but they're over there. Tell you what, let me leave those there. Let me leave those there. I'm going to go and take care of the yellow door since we can get inside it now. Wait, how am I supposed to extract that? What? Okay, seriously, what am I supposed to do to get to that? I mean, there's a bomb there, but this block is not meant for that, right? And I couldn't have opened this earlier, right? I don't think there was a way to do that. I must have done something incorrectly here. Thing though is, what am I gaining by doing that? I mean, there's fire there. I mean, what fire spots are around the level that we can get to after this? I'm just really curious now. Also, I think I said this before, but my voice just feels so low. I don't know what it is, but it just feels so low, and I don't know if I like it. I am still wondering about that door. I haven't forgotten about it. And there's still that, which is insurmountable. I don't see a need for another yellow key right now, so... And I don't see a way to really use those blocks over here. Huh. Maybe I didn't get the door order right. Yeah, because I can't really push this to the right. This is really bizarre. I don't really know what to make of this. And I don't want to just give up, because I'm wondering if there's just something I'm missing. But yeah, I think I messed this up. There's really no way around this. Unless there's just something there to explode the bomb with, but I don't see it. Yeah, I think that bomb's just an obstacle that I should have figured out a way to pass earlier. Also, a red door with skates behind it. That I need to keep in mind. But I don't think that's really intended for us to open up until later, because that would just enable us to get to the exit right there. I'm guessing that that's an invisible wall right below the exit, because there wouldn't be any reason to get those skates otherwise. And the red key has to be used for that red door. I don't know, I'm just looking around. Yeah, let's try this again. So I think I got the beginning part right. I mean, this, we have to do this. I mean, this is pretty much a thing we have to do. The thing is, how do we get to the yellow door earlier? Because right now... Okay, I got this first, right? I got this. Then I went over here. Okay, there's also this whole area here, but I don't know what this is all about. And there's no other place to use the red key, so I'm going to go ahead and open this up again. Yeah, I mean, I have to go across here. There's really no other way around that. I'm just redoing what I did just to see if I missed something along the way. I mean, maybe there's just something really silly that I overlooked. I'm also still wondering about those blocks up there. I mean, that has to be important. See, I'm wondering if one of the themes of this level is the whole, you're really not supposed to use something right away, and then later on there will be something that will fulfill the purpose that you thought the things were originally supposed to be used for. I know that was kind of a mouthful, but you know what I mean though, right? Okay, I'm wondering, do I move this out of the way now? And that still doesn't really solve anything, though. I mean, I still don't get it. I still love this mechanism. Like, what? I pressed right. I totally pressed right. That is just... I hate it when that happens. I really do. Well, I'm beginning to have doubts about this order that I'm doing things in now, because going over there doesn't seem to be possible with the yellow key on the initial visits. So what am I gaining by doing what I just did here? I mean... Oh, I'm gaining the... Well, no, I can get the red key from here, right? I guess I'm getting the suction boots, that's the thing. Yeah, because I'm getting 2 blue keys from that section, whereas I'm getting 0 blue keys by going through that area. And I do need the suction, right? I mean... Yeah, I mean, there's no way around that without suction boots. So I'm going to assume that opening that right now is bad. That opening this is a good idea. Okay, so I can get to the yellow key there. But I need to use 2 blocks to do that. And right now I've got only 3, right? I mean, this one... and the 2 others there. Which means I would only have 1... if I were to go through with this. There is still that block, which I can't get to right now, I suppose. Yeah, I'm not seeing... Wait a minute, the block in that room. There's a block in that room, and we totally ignored that. Oh, it's used for the water there. That's right. Okay, so we didn't totally ignore it. Okay, yeah, this is the conundrum I'm in right now. I've got 3 blocks, and I could theoretically use 2 of them to blow up either those bombs up there or the water over here. But both of those don't really seem to lead anywhere, and I totally messed that up. I mean, let's think this through. If I were to use the blocks in the water here, then I would just go into this whole area there again without the yellow key. But if I were to use the blocks on the yellow key area, then I don't have enough to get even to the yellow key, or the yellow door area. Yeah, what am I missing? I mean, the ideal solution would be to free up that block up there. But I can't do that without opening the blue door up and losing the blue key that I would need to get to everything else. I mean, you guys see what I'm dealing with here, right? And the thing is, I need the suction boots to even do anything there to begin with. Because I can't really get through... Wait a minute. Maybe I can. If I had the yellow key in hand, I think it could work. Let's try something different here. Okay, I think I've got another idea. Maybe I was supposed to do the obvious after all. Maybe what I need to do... Okay, let's ignore that for the time being. Wait a minute. Okay, so basically what I've done is I've ensured that I can get to there, but I still don't have the yellow key. It's like there's one thing missing in every possible scenario. I mean, there's always one thing missing. And I need the one thing. Like, that's the problem I've been facing here. So in order to get that, I would need to use the red door on the red, or the red key on the red door there to get the tanks moving, right? To get that yellow key. Now, there's another one, right? I thought. Or is that the only one? No, the other one's behind the bombs. Which would require sacrificing 2 of these and using the blue door there earlier. See, I'm thinking there's 2 red keys, right? There's the one that's over here. And then there's the one behind this blue door, or behind the force floors accessible through the suction boots behind this blue door. But I can't get to 2 blue keys right now. That's the issue. If I were to do that, this would be so much easier. But I can't get to the 2 blue keys without either the suction boots or the yellow key. And I can't get to the yellow key without 1 blue key and 1 red key. Right? I mean, I don't see any other way this can work. I really don't. I mean, I don't really see any other way this is possible. I mean, I think I've exhausted just about every possible use that these blocks can even have. Yeah, I mean, if I get this yellow key, I've got it, but then I don't have the red key to get through the whole area that leads to the yellow door in the first place. And I'm still wondering what this whole blue door here is all about. I mean, why is this here? I don't know. I mean, I feel like the answer is staring me dead in the face and I'm not seeing it. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that, but maybe it was for the best. If I can just get past this opening puzzle, I feel like I can unlock the entire rest of the level. That's the thing. Okay, so I get 1 blue key right here. I mean, I have to use 3 blocks to get it. I don't see any other way to make it happen. I mean, I sure cannot get any keys just by virtue of pushing those blocks onto buttons over there, right? I mean, it doesn't make sense. So, right now, I've got 3 options for this blue key. I can use it here to get suction boots, and to unlock my... Oh. I can unlock the path to the yellow key, or a yellow key there at least, without opening a red door. But the problem is that the red key that I can get to right now... Wait a minute, no it's not. I can totally get to the red key using the suction. But the problem is that I only have 1 block left for the whole bridging stuff. Okay, let me just play this out. I feel like if I just experiment, something will probably click. I know I've been just talking to myself this entire video, and I'm sure that this commentary is nowhere near as stimulating as it really should be, but... this level is just a monster. I wish there weren't so many options that can mess you up here. I cannot wait to get to that section. That looks more straightforward than this big jumble of stuff. And I feel like this level would have been way more suitable for the end of the set than this part. So when Josh reorders this, that's my suggestion. Put this toward the end. Okay, so we've got our red key now. We can open this up. Problem is, we only have 1 block to use here. Unless we're supposed to use this block somewhere else. In which case, I wouldn't have the faintest clue where this would go. I mean, there's nothing we can do with the traps. Yeah, I'm not really seeing what else we can do here. Grrr. I mean, is there a way to just get to that blue key without 3 blocks? Because I'm not seeing how to do that. And there's no other way to... Yeah, stuck again. I don't know. I'm getting really frustrated with this. This is just so unclear design-wise. I really can't see what to do here. Okay, so there's 2 trap buttons there that we can't really make use of right now. I'm still wondering about this. I mean, there's no way to get past this except with 3 blocks. I mean, I can't get to any keys right now until I get this blue key. In order to get the blue key, I need to use 3 blocks. I am wondering about this ball in the trap, though. Is that supposed to be opened up later? Okay, so I can use the blue key to get to either the suction boots, which in turn get me a red key, or I can get a red key instantly right here. See, my issue with this is there a way to handle these tanks without cycling the fireball through the button? That's what I'm wondering. I'm saying this right now, and I'm sure the solution is just mind-numbingly simple. I'm sure it is, and I'm just missing it. But so I lose 2 blocks if I were to open this and go through the bombs. But I need 2 blocks to get past this and a red key. And in order to get a red key, I need to open a blue door up. Yeah. See, I feel like I was in the right track when I went there earlier, but the whole problem was that yellow door thing. But the thing is, if I were to open up this blue door here and get the red key that way, or the yellow key that way rather, wait, what would be the problem with that? I feel like there's a problem with everything. Is there a problem with this? Maybe not. Okay, let's just try it. I'm probably missing something here, but let's just try it out. Okay, so if I were to get this yellow key now, I can bridge... Oh, wait, right, I just wasted the red key here. Or the blue key here, rather. Wait, no, I did get a red... Didn't I get a red key up there? Wait a minute, what did I use that on? I thought there was a red key up there. Okay, hang on a sec. I could have sworn there was a red key up there. Did I use it on something? My brain must just be going nuts right now. Yeah, there's a red... Oh, right, that block right there. That was the sacrifice, right, I forgot. So yeah, in order to get the yellow key, I have to sacrifice that. That was the issue now. That's right, I remember. Okay, sorry, short-term memory loss issue there. So there's no other red key except for the one behind the suction boots, right? But in order to get that, I need to open up the blue door here. You know, what would have been a better title for this level is No Two Ways About It, because there doesn't seem to be any way to get this. I don't really see any way. I mean, there's always an obstacle here. Is there something I'm missing with this, though? That's what I keep coming back to. I don't think so, because I can't get anywhere else in the level without a blue key. But it's just still nagging at the back of my mind. You just wonder if there's some foundational building block of your route that's causing all the trouble. So yeah, it seems like this is what got us the farthest, was doing this. So there's nothing else back here, right? Nothing. I mean, I don't see anything else I can do until I get the green key. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to assume that this is right and I'm just doing something wrong in that left area. I mean, I don't see any other way. I mean, once I get over there, I have to move the block out of the way. But in order to do that, I have to go through the recessed wall that forces me. Wait a minute. Wait, no, never mind. I was about to say maybe the whole solution to this was to, I don't know, just avoid the suction boots, but I couldn't avoid the suction boots, or else I would get the, I wouldn't be able to get the red key in the first place. There's always something. There's always something that's preventing this from working. Okay, so if I go in there now, see, the problem with going in there now is that if I do, I have to move the block out of the way to a spot that I can't get to when I actually need to get to it. But what is that recessed wall even for? That's my question. I mean, I don't see a way to explode the bomb right there. Unless I'm just really missing something stupidly obvious, but I don't think I am. I can't take this out. I mean, there's no way to cycle around to get back to it, right? Yeah, oh, wow, there's actually two options here for the block. I can use it to get through there to go inside. Oh my goodness, okay. Wait, no there's not. I have to go here first and then turn around. Okay, good. I was really hoping this was not another one of those. You have to use something in a place first and then bring something else back to get to, which kind of seems to be the theme of this level. Yeah, I'm totally stuck on this. This right here, I don't see any other way around this. I mean, if I go back there now, I lose the suction boots forever, and I won't be able to access the recessed wall at all. And right now, I can't even open that up, and that's the only path through which this block can even travel. So am I supposed to come here without the suction boots? See, the thing is, if I come here without the suction boots, I really can't, because that would require using the red key on that door that unlocks the block in order to trigger the tank so I can get to the yellow key in order to make that work. And in doing so, I basically block off this entire area because I used the red key there. Maybe there's just something I'm missing with this whole section. I mean, there almost has to be. I'm wondering if that blue door up there is where I'm really supposed to use that second blue key. Because that other blue door in the other area just seems to be a decoy. I mean, is there something I'm missing by virtue of having the blue key? I mean, I don't think there is. I don't think there is. I mean, see, the problem is that this blue door doesn't seem to serve any purpose. I mean, if I push the tank button, it will end up left when this one's blocked off and not here, where it is right now, to get to the yellow key without triggering this whole mechanism here. And I can't really do that. I mean, that blocks that off. I can't get a block wedged in here that doesn't block off the passage, so I can't push it where I'm standing. Yeah, I really don't see what the solution to this is. If I can just get to those fire boots, I feel like I can just unlock the entire rest of the entire level. I know I just said entire twice there, but who cares? I'm just playing out the options in my head again here, because right now there doesn't seem to be any way to get to that. At least short of going in there without the... See, I've contemplated going in there without the suction boots, but the problem with that is... there was a problem with that, wasn't there? At least I thought I ran that scenario through earlier, didn't I? I thought I did. Okay, let's just run this through our head again. If we go in there without the boots, we have to acquire the red key using one of the blue doors here. Okay. Okay, hang on a sec. I think this might work. I think this might actually work. Because I don't think we tried this, have we? I mean, let's just open that one up. Actually, no, let's open the other one up, because we need to open that one up to take blocks through that door. So, yeah, my bad. Let's do that. Let's do this that way. I'm just trying to think about how this will play out, but my mind is just too muddled right now to really make sense of this. So I would go in there without the suction boots initially, right? And then, after that... let's open this up. Let's get the key. Let's not fiddle with that door right there. Have I really not tried this? I thought I did, but maybe I didn't. Oops, I need to clear out dirt here first. Okay, so this solves the issue of visiting here without the suction boots initially. Because it seems like that recessed wall inside is meant to be used with the boots. I mean, it only makes sense. So now the question is, how do we get to the boots? Oh, wait a minute. I bet I know what we need to do here. Wait a minute, this was the problem, right? We can't really access anything without the yellow... yeah, right. Okay. Well, that was a bus. Yeah, I thought there was an issue. I just forgot what it was. So, what now? I don't know. Right now, we can't get there because we don't have a blue key. We can't really get through anything here in this left section because we don't have a yellow key. But in order to get the yellow key, we have to sacrifice more than we can really sacrifice. And I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, I don't really see how that's supposed to play out. See, in order to get the yellow key here, I have to sacrifice the red key. But if I were to use the blue wall route, or not the blue wall route, the suction boot route, I have to get the suction boots early, which is bad because then I have to walk through the recessed wall without the yellow key in hand and go through the entire room as it's... yeah, I mean, I don't really see how that's even possible. If only I can unlock this block. I mean, if only that were an issue, or if that were a possibility. I mean, I guess my only other option is to partial post this, but... oh! To partial post this! Maybe that's what the two blue keys are for. Okay. Maybe that's why we have to make a loop. Okay. I think I got it, guys. I think I got it. What if we partial posted this? I know, radical idea, but let's try it out. Let's totally do this. Except, wait a minute, do we even need those blocks to do that? We can just use these. We don't need the blue key, is what I was asking about. We don't really need the blue key to do this, right? Move this here. If partial posting is the solution to this whole conundrum, then that's evil. I mean, I'm just saying, it's clever, but it's evil. And it seems like the room is perfectly set up for it. Yep, it's partial posting. Okay. So there's nothing else to be discovered there. So I'm beginning to wonder about this whole area now. Is that really meant to be blown up right now or later? Well, we need the yellow key first, so maybe I was supposed to get the red key inside the blue door room first, right? That may have been a good idea. But let's try this out anyway. Yeah, it can totally work now because I've opened the red door up, so I can go through this whole area here now without any problem. Yeah, I mean, this should work, right? At least I think it will. The question now is, how do we undo the partial posting? I guess opening up the blue door here is what that's all about. Okay, it makes so much sense now. Okay, wow. That is a legit puzzle. I mean, it's so evil, but wow, I can't help but admire it. Okay. Let's try not to make any silly mistakes. Wow, who'd have thunk it? I mean, I guess it came into my mind earlier, you know, the whole partial posting possibility. Nice alliteration. But, you know, I didn't really think. Okay, so I will have to come back here later on with the suction boots in hand, it would seem. I'll just do that just in case I need to use that recessed wall for something else. Yeah, because I can get to the blue keys from here. I mean, that's not going to be an issue. Okay, I think this will work. I think this will work. We just need to get to the blue keys, right? And we can use one blue key there and the other. Okay, so we use them to blow up the bomb. Okay, I think I see where this is going. Oh, right, I just totally blocked up our escape route. Okay, so that's why we need to use the recessed wall. Okay, my bad. At least we know what to do. At least I think this is the solution. I gotta say, this level really had me going. I mean, we've spent so much time just on this. I'm really hoping that we get a breather here when it comes to difficulty, because honestly, the last 8 levels or so have been pretty insane, at least for the most part. I mean, there have been some nice breaks, but we need a break. We really do. Okay, so here we get this. And now we can just basically open everything up. Okay. Everything seems to be falling into place now. Because once we get that fire boot, I feel like we can just explore all we want. I mean, there's fire in so many places here between rooms. I think it'll work. I think this plan will work. Okay, I think we can make this. Yes. That's why I spaced it out that way. Okay, why did I do that? That was silly. Okay, this is probably going to be the part of the video where I make silly mistakes because I'm in a hurry and I've realized I've spent way too much time on this level, and you know how it goes. I'm going to try to avoid silly mistakes, though. No silly mistakes. Just press on, do what we do. I gotta admit, this was pretty ingenious. It really was. And I should have seen it coming too, because the layout of that room and the whole blue door mystery was a dead giveaway. I mean, the fact that you can pin 2 blocks on there and then extract them with the blue door open was what gave it away ultimately, but I should have seen that coming earlier. I mean, it was right in my face the entire time. I can't believe I missed it. This is probably going to be the only level I cover in this whole video because it is so long, and it took a long time to figure it out. I'm going to go and just press that. Okay, this time I will remember to push the block left. That was really dumb of me to think that, ooh, I can save time with a recessed wall. No. Just making life more difficult on yourself there, JB. Alright, let's do this. Let us do this like Brutus. Alright. Hopefully this will go off without a hitch, and it did. I feel like there's really not much else to see in the level. I feel like we've explored the vast majority of the reachable stuff here. Okay, so we get our keys, which means that we can get to that upper area there with the boots and stuff. Okay, and then we go back through here. Okay, we can just go through that. Alright. So we go through here, right? Alright. First things first, let's do this. At least I'm thinking that this is what we need to do here, right? I mean, I don't think we need to... Wait, we do. We do. We need to use these... Oh, wait. Did I just... No, I didn't mess that up, did I? Please tell me that I did not just mess that up. Okay, so I have to extract this to get over there, right? Yep, I think I did. Wait, no, I didn't. I can totally cheat here. I can totally cheat and just... Yeah, hang on. Thank you, Microsoft. Yay. Thank you so much for allowing me to flick things off thin walls. Yeah, I think what I was supposed to do was push it down and then through the teleport, but yeah. I'm so glad that's a possibility. Okay, so let's put these here first, because I think what we're supposed to do is we're supposed to come around through the traps before we get rid of those. And let's go through here. Okay, we do this trap first, and then we blow this up. And then we do this. Okay, there we go. Now we can get rid of them. And now we can go all sorts of places now because we got fire. We got firepower. That just sounded weird. But I like sounding weird. It's cool. to sound weird. So can we do anything with the... We can go here. Okay, what does that do exactly? We can go up here. I don't want to open that door and let the bug out right now. I just kind of want to look around some. This seems pretty straightforward. No big surprises. Okay, I'm assuming that these are used for that key, so let's do it. Yeah, because we need both yellow keys to make this happen. I'm just trying to concentrate and make sure that I don't make a silly mistake again. Because we will have to start all over if that were the case. Okay. We got that one. I don't want to let the bug out yet. I want to keep that there in case we need him for something. So what are we supposed to do now? We got 2 yellow keys, right? So we can go back through up there, is it? Let's try it out at least. Let's just see if it works. Wait, I need one more. Oh, right. That's right. I completely forgot about that. Completely forgot. I got so sidetracked by the whole, yeah, you can go through the stuff and open the doors up and all that. Okay, so it looks like we discovered what the 2 up there were for, and now we just need to use these for this. And I think this will pretty much unlock the entire rest of this. I gotta say, this was quite a classic case in misdirection. It was frustrating, but I'm glad it was at the beginning and not later on. That's what I appreciate about it. Okay, let's go through here. We got a little thin wall maze going on, and we can get... That was probably a mistake, wasn't it? That was totally a mistake. I already have fire boots, of course, and I'm about to get them stolen. Yeah. Because that... Yeah. I think this is probably where the rest of everything is. Maybe there's just something Josh overlooked. Maybe we can get out of this without having to get that pair of boots. Who knows? It's worth a shot. I'm not going to give up until I know I've been defeated, so let's just try it. Where's the last chip, though? Like, where have we not been? Where is it? I don't know where it is. I can't get back through there. What is the whole point of even letting the bug out anyway? I don't know. Okay, something's wrong here. Something is wrong. Where is that last one? I'm just trying to see if we can at least window shop it. And of course that would happen. Alright, so we are missing a chip. We don't know where it is. And I'm pretty sure we got everything that we could reach, right? I mean, we got all these ones that are just laying around and stuff. I'm going to be racking my brain over where this is. Well, one thing's for sure, I'm not going to make that silly fire boot mistake again, because I'm pretty confident that we had to save that. I wish I did not have to play this through again. I mean, it's still fun, it's just I've spent way too much time just on this one level. You know, there's been a term that's floated around in the CC community called CCLP3-ish. And if you wanted my honest opinion about what that means, it usually means unforgiving linearity, red herrings, potential to make easy mistakes. Yeah, a lot of people throw that term around, but I'd have to say if I were to define a set of criteria that encompassed what CCLP3 was like, it would probably be those things. And those things are certainly all present here. Which, normally I'm not really a big fan of, but I don't know. This has been kind of a bit of a pleasant surprise, so, except for getting killed when things like that happen. So, I'm just gonna have to hopefully not die as we go through this again. All the necessary conditions that I'm gonna have to remember. But I'll try to make it fun. I'll try to just get through this as quickly as possible. So, while I'm doing this, let's do a question of the day, since we haven't had one yet. I'm trying to think of an appropriate subject matter for this. I don't know. I'm kind of fresh out of ideas right now. Oh yeah, I got a good one. It's 2:21 right now, as this part of the recording is going on right now. So, here's a good question. What is your favorite breakfast food? Because I'm going to be eating breakfast in a few hours after I get a little bit of sleep. So yeah, what's your favorite breakfast food? Me, I'd have to say it's personally between bagels and donuts. Like, I love bagels and donuts a lot. I don't know why. I guess because I just grew up on them a lot. They were kind of a childhood favorite. Ugh. I hate doing that part. That part is so annoying. Okay. Let's get through this alive. So yeah, what's your favorite breakfast food? Just let me know in the comments. Right, let's do this whole area. Let's blow that up. There we go. I'm wondering about the various kind of mishmash, hodgepodge sort of things going on this level. I mean, Year of the McCallahan reminds me of the level Mr. McCallahan Presents from CCLP3. So, is this meant to be like a collection of various things pulled from other levels? Because I don't really remember these things from other Josh levels. I really don't. I don't know. One thing's for sure, though, we're about to get to the partial posting undone, which is fun. And this time, I'm going to remember to do this right. I'm going to remember to just do this, because this time I know that we're supposed to push the blocks onto the buttons first, and not to the bombs. I'm glad I realized that sooner rather than later last time, because if I didn't, then we would be forced to go through that entire area and I'd probably make that fire boot mistake again, which would not be good. So let's go back to the left side. So let's see, what's been going on in my life lately that would be interesting to talk about? Honestly, there really hasn't been much. I've been playing a lot of Mario Kart 8 lately, which has been a blast. I just got 3 stars on all of the cups, which is pretty much all you can do with the cups, is get the most stars. Other than that, I've been playing online. I've been watching more Chuck lately. I've finished season 4, and it was pretty good. I mean, it wasn't my favorite season. I felt like it could have been a little bit better, but you know, what you gonna do? Why did I do that? I forgot there's a... I got so distracted by talking. I shouldn't have been talking like that. Grr, guys. This is gonna turn into another burn electrical wire. I just know it. I just know it. This is so bad. I'm making little dumb mistakes. I'm so close. I feel like I'm just so close. I'm making these dumb mistakes. I'm really hoping there's not another curveball with that bug. I'm really hoping there's not. If there is, that's just evil. That would just be evil if there was. And I should probably start thinking about that right now, because there probably will be, considering that there is a green door there. So what could that bug possibly be used for? I can't even begin to think about that. I mean, there's a bomb on the other side of that ice slide, so I don't really know what you could do with it. Well, we get to play through all this again. That ought to be fun. I'm just getting more and more frustrated with this, guys. I really am. I'm gonna just make this go quicker. There we go. And now, the annoying part. There we go. That timing there actually worked, which was good. Alright. Let's do this. Again. Alright, go here and get this. Make sure the bug gets to its new home, or lack of one, I guess you could say. Alright. I'm sorry I'm not talking much. I'm just fed up right now. This level has just been so evil. I mean, it's cool in a lot of respects. It's just evil. And honestly, I didn't think, you know, I should have known, considering that the order of these levels is just kind of a little out of whack. But the nice thing about ordering levels according to difficulty is that at least you know what to expect. When you get close to the end, you'll expect a lot more hard ones. And that's kind of what I would, you know, go in expecting, you know, and I wouldn't be recording it at 2 in the morning as a result. And I need to go over here, right? Right. Let's do this. I guess I could have just circled around up there, but oh well. So yeah, the bug. I don't know. Could the bug be used for something nefarious? Let's get our boots and move on. Doing some optimization techniques there. Maybe I'm just meant to open that up to get over there instead of using the suction boots. Because honestly, I don't see any other use for that bug. It will just go and explode itself into the bomb. So, Yeah, I'm guessing there's no use for that. Maybe that's just an alternate way to enter this whole area. It would at least make sense. I mean, I don't really see what else you can do in that section. Also, is that the missing chip that I wasn't getting? I thought I went over there, but maybe I didn't. Oh well, let's go ahead and just take care of this. Maybe Josh offered that whole route through the bug thing just in case you got rid of the suction boots by the time you decide to go for this key, but how could you get rid of them though? I mean, and still retain the fire boots that you'll need for later. I don't know. Okay, let's just stay on alert. Stay on alert. Alright, so now we got that, and now we can... Oh, that's right, we need to put the blocks into the bombs. Right. Just making sure I didn't mess one up again. You never can be too careful, right? So, it's 2:30 in the morning. I definitely intend to go to bed after this. I didn't think that this recording would last this long. I'm sorry it has. But I think I'm going to just end the recording after this. No other levels after this, guys. I will wait till tomorrow to record again. Okay, this time, do not get that fire boot. Do not get it. There you go. Okay, so now I need to get the chip over here. Yeah, I don't think I did go toward this section, did I? I don't know. I like the whole design of this area. Like, it just looks cool. Alright. Let's get the rest of the chips. And yeah, that was the chip I missed because all the rest are here. Alright, let's get that. So where to next? I guess we can open all the sockets. You know what? I'm just going to open all the sockets. I know I'm wasting time, but it's so satisfying. There we go. Can't use the force floors anymore, but thankfully we got our boots, so we can just cross through here. Right, we can use this. And I do need to bring the block, right? Yep, that's it. Yep, and there was an invisible wall there. Kinda thought so. Alright, I think our path to the exit is pretty much clear. All we need to do now is just get the skates. And we're out. Finally. Finally, guys. I'm sorry, that level was just frustrating, and it is really late, so I do like the design. The design is just really ingenious. That trick was ingenious. It's just, it was a long road getting there, guys. And I hope this video was not terribly boring to watch, but if it was, I do apologize. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, though. Stay tuned for more episodes. If you enjoyed yourself today, be sure to hit the like button, and I will see you on the flip side. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you then.